2, 1, live.
Hi everyone. Hola, saludos a todos. Welcome to the premiere of Rights Camera Action. Bienvenidos todos al premier de Rights Camera Action. Today we're going to see some films that were made at the Museum of the Moving Image, coordinated by the Emerald Isle Immigration Center and several other partners. The works that you're going to see today were made by women who are emerging activists of many diverse ages and backgrounds, and we're going to hear their stories today. We're going to start with a trailer from the 2020 version of this program.
Igualito, ¿no? Una donde se vea el cuerpo completo.
Durante la pandemia era necesario hacer algo para nuestra misma comunidad y nuestras mismas familias.
Yo soy de Perú y tengo ya más o menos 7 años viviendo en este país.
Tendrá como un mes que estoy de voluntaria. Me motivó a ayudar a más familias, a otras madres.
All it really means is living somewhere in this territory.
What being an American means is a hard worker and I guess a dreamer as well.
Me decía como por ejemplo, yo soy el ciudadano, yo soy quien tiene los papeles acá, tú no eres nadie aquí, no tienes un estatus legal, entonces si nos divorciamos te deportan, te regresas para Colombia.
Bendito sea Dios que fue hombrecito, porque la mera verdad, pues nosotras las mujeres sufrimos mucho.
Somos 4 hombres que vivían en la casa, que eran mis tíos, estaba mi mamá y mi abuela. Y una de las cosas al momento de comer, a mis tíos había que servirle de forma diferente a como se les servían a las mujeres.
El machismo se ha manifestado culturalmente durante toda mi vida hasta hoy, a través de la familia, a través de la religión. Todos los seres humanos tenemos los mismos derechos y las mismas responsabilidades para vivir en familia, con armonía, con paz y amor y compasión como debería ser.
All right, so we are back.
Hi everybody, if you're just joining us now, we are showing for the first time the short films that were made in a very innovative program here at the Museum of the Moving Image in partnership with Emerald Isle Immigration Center. I am here at the museum and wanted to tell you that we are open for business Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, and also celebrating today virtually this wonderful program that was brought to us by our community partner, Emerald Isle Immigration Center. It's a 3-day workshop that happens every summer, and through which women of diverse ages and backgrounds who share a common history of migration come together and learn how to make documentary shorts and share their stories with the world. So we're really happy to introduce some of the team. The filmmakers and the student filmmakers are here today as well. I'm going to start by introducing Nadia Butul Bakari, who participated 3 years ago and is in this program and is going to share a little bit about her experience. And then we'll hear from the other creators at Emerald Isle and Third World Newsreel, who is the partner who always brings filmmakers to work with us and teach the women who participate in the program. So we'll hear first from Nadia, who'll share a little bit about her experience and in the program.
Hi everyone, this is Nadia. I don't know, can you hear me? Because I'm having a little bit signal issues, but give me just a minute. Is it possible? Can you hear me? Hi.
Yes, yes, Nadia.
We can hear you.
That's wonderful. Can I have just a couple of seconds? I need.
Sure.
I'm sorry for the inconvenience. Thank you.
No
thank you.
problem, Nadia. You know what? We can we can introduce Betty Vasiles from Third World Newsreel first,
Awesome,
and she can share a little bit about it. And then as soon as you're ready, we'll hear about your experience. So
thank you so much.
Yeah, no problem. So here, I would like to introduce to you a filmmaker who's also shown her work around the world and also here at the Museum of the Moving Image, and was a great mentor to the new filmmakers and the student filmmakers in this program, and is going to talk about our partner Third World Newsreel, who brought such great expertise in the language of filmmaking to this program. So I'll turn it over to Betty Vasiles.
Hola a todos. Hello, everyone. So glad to be here. My name is Betty Bastidas. I am a media educator, a filmmaker, photographer. I've been doing this for a decade and really excited to be participating and empowering other immigrant women to share their stories. Is there a disconnection?
We can hear you well.
Oh, okay. Because I'm hearing
it's fine.
Okay. So I just wanted to mention, so we had the pleasure of working with Third World Newsreel. That's who brought us. And so I wanted to mention that Third World Newsreel, their mission is to support and nurture media about and for people of color regarding social justice works, and to help communities gain tools to present their own voices like we have here. So we are so happy to be part of the 2019 and the 2020 Right Camera Action Workshop, and really congratulate the filmmakers that are going to be showcasing their work.
All right, thank you, Betty. Nadia, how are you doing? Are you okay to chat now, or do you want us to talk with you in a little bit? I think she might be still working with her internet connection. So while she's doing that, I'm going to introduce our other main partner who really came up with the idea for this and is really the motor behind the whole program and brought us all together too. We hadn't worked with Third World Newsreel before. So it's a great pleasure to introduce Liz Baber of Emerald Isle Immigration Center. And this is really Liz's brainchild. So it all came to life because of Liz.
Oh, thank you, Sara. Thank you so much for this opportunity. Thank you to the museum. We are very glad that we had this amazing experience working with artists like Betty, like Sara, and also to have the opportunity to meet new emerging activists in the community, like Erica, that she now is volunteering for our organization, Nadia. We are very thankful for this opportunity. We are also very thankful with other organizations that support this project, like Healthcare Education Project, and also Together We Can. We have the founder of Together We Can tonight Jessica Chacha with us, and Susana Cruz from Healthcare Education Project that also participate during the previous years, because this project we started few years ago in 2018, and yeah, it was an idea to give an opportunity to women, immigrant women of Queens, to learn how to film, edit, work with professional cameras, and have the opportunity to show all their work that they are doing in the community, advocating for immigrants' rights, fighting violence against women. Yes, so it was really great to work with all of you all of these years. Thank you so much. Yeah. And I'm also here with my colleague Juan Carlos Grajera. I'm introducing everybody that is here in this conversation, who helped us a lot during all of these years, always bringing the information about healthcare rights, healthcare access, which is something that we as organization promote a lot, and especially now that we need to once again to share this information more and more in different ways. And thanks to the help of the Museum of Moving Image and and Third World Newsreel, that give us the tools, the skills to present all our work and show the stories of real people that are doing their best to help other community members every day. So yes, thank you so much. And I don't know, do we have some time so we can open the mic? I know Jessica Chacha and Susana Cruz, they have to leave soon because they have other meetings, and I'm just asking if they can just say a couple words about the project that you've been supporting behind the scenes, always sharing the information about this project, recruiting people for this project. So I wanted to, yeah, okay, so let me introduce you again to Jessica Chacha from Together We Can.
Good afternoon. Can you hear me good? It's
Yes.
much sound. We're good? Okay, perfect. So good afternoon, everyone. I wanted to say thank you very much, especially to the people that are organizing and have been organizing for a very long time this project. It's really, for me, it's really meaningful that you are giving a voice to our women from our community. I am the co-founder of Together We Can, and we cover the area of Jackson Heights, Amherst, and Corona, bringing resources for our families here. And I'm part of the community. I've been here for over 22 years. And I know how hard it is for us as a woman for our voice to be recognized, right? For us to make that impact that we always wanted to do. We always thinking about family, children, husbands, extended family, and sometimes we forget to think about ourselves. And with projects like this, we start like getting to the people to start taking care of ourselves, right? Because if we gotta take care of ourselves, it's okay. I always say, like, it's not that you're selfish. It's a need that you take care of yourself. So I'm so proud and so happy that I can be able to be part of projects like this, that I can encourage our volunteers, our co-workers, our kids to come and be part of this project. They're amazing. So thank you very much, and congratulations to all the people that finished. I know some members of Together We Can finish this project, and then we're going to be seeing their stories right now in the screen. So I wanted to thank everybody here and to keep working with us, because I know next year we're going to be working together. Well, this year we're going to be working together in the new one. So I'm very excited, and thank you again for the opportunity.
Yes, Jessica, as you said, Queens Council on the Art award again Emerald Isle Immigration with this grant that will allow us to offer another media workshop during this summer. We're very thankful for your support, for the support also of the 34th Avenue Open Streets. So we are here to work together this summer. Thanks again.
We're ready here.
Yes. Yes, and also we have to call Susana. Yeah, Susana is a person that always is helping us to connect with new members of our community, that always is searching for other issues that are in the community that we need to address, and we're very thankful with her to support all of these years the organization and this project. So Susana, I don't know if your mic is working. If not, don't worry. Okay, Susana.
Thank you, Liz. Yes, my name is Cruz Susana Torres Cano for Northwest Queens. At Healthcare Education Project, we protect and expand access to quality affordable healthcare for all New Yorkers. Now in Northwest Queens, we are working with the Latino community. If you permit, I speak in Spanish because I invited by a member of the community. Thank you. Nosotros somos un proyecto de educación de salud, educar a la comunidad sobre sus derechos como consumidores de salud pública. Somos creados por el sindicato el local 1199 y la Corporación de Hospitales de Nueva York. Esto es ya estamos mucho tiempo en este trabajo, ya vamos a cumplir como 40 años más o menos. Somos 350,000 trabajadores de la salud en más de 250 hospitales, sanatorios, proveedores de cuidados domésticos sin fines de lucro y cuidadores en el hogar, llamados Congelei. Bien, en esta oportunidad nosotros hemos estado como Epicolis, estamos trabajando desde la plataforma de Zoom, conversando con la comunidad desde abril de 2020 hasta hoy, en nuestros días. Hemos trabajado muy de cerca con la comunidad, con todos los acontecimientos, no solamente en salud, con la pandemia, también en justicia laboral, en justicia de vivienda, por supuesto con la plataforma de salud. Hemos tenido una buena aprobación. Cuando digo aprobación me refiero al seguimiento de la comunidad. Lo hemos tratado de hacer bilingüe, pero dando prioridad el acceso a la comunidad inmigrante de habla español, para que ellos puedan saber y manejar sus derechos, sus instrumentos de acceso a la comunidad, habiendo descubierto sus rostros, sus sentimientos, sus vivencias, sus historias, la visibilidad de las barreras que son invisibles muchas veces y que esta pandemia dio a relucir. Me siento muy contenta de estar aquí. Como bien explicó Liz, nosotros participamos en este proyecto una primera vez en Astoria, compartimos muchos sentimientos y el liderazgo está en estos tipos de programas con mucha ética para no romper las barreras de los derechos y de los deberes de nuestra comunidad, educándonos conjuntamente con ellos. Muchísimas gracias por permitirnos estar aquí en esta plataforma y a su disposición. Muchas gracias, Liz, por la invitación y a todos los compañeros.
Gracias, Susana.
Muchas gracias, Susana.
Thank you.
I think now we maybe can watch some of the films, and then we have Nadia and Erika who will share a little bit about the experience. But I think now's a good time to show and see a little bit of the amazing products that come out of this workshop. So let's see 2019 first.
Your staff is speaking Spanish to customers when they should be speaking very bad.
A shocking tirade right in the middle of a Manhattan restaurant.
Every person I listen to, he spoke it, she's speaking it, is America.
All it really means is living somewhere in this territory.
Who considers oneself a part of the American society.
What being an American means is a hard worker and I guess a dreamer as well.
Being descended from an immigrant that came here, or perhaps, being born here.
I feel American is still, as we see with our president, is seen as a
white entity, a white Christian entity. And those that aren't white or Christian are automatically labeled as un-American.
To me, what I think other people think a good immigrant is somebody who's complacent, somebody who does what they're told, somebody who doesn't speak up for themselves, works hard but works hard for nothing and is okay with that.
I don't really think there is much of a difference between being the standards for being a good immigrant and the standards for being a good citizen, being responsible and all of that.
I don't think there is a bad immigrant.
So I think that the ideas about who are good immigrants and bad immigrants have a lot to do with xenophobia.
This video is just the latest example of seemingly bigoted or biased behavior going viral. Yale University student Lolade Sianbola filmed herself being questioned by police after a white classmate reported her for napping in a common area.
I have every right to call the police.
I don't like it. How's that?
This video of a woman being berated for being Muslim, 2.5 million views.
I would get made fun of because I was one of the few Latinos in school as well. So I would get made fun of because of that, because I was Mexican, because I spoke Spanish.
As an Asian American, yeah, definitely. I've experienced discriminations, like comments about naming or a physical appearance.
I never heard any direct threats, but I do feel that there are a lot of assumptions being made. Like when people see a young Asian woman in a professional setting, they don't necessarily associate that person with authority or with power.
And as someone who is Jewish, Middle Eastern, queer, a person of color, I mean, even in New York City, I am questioned whether or not I am equal like everyone else.
I feel like they learn them from television, from media.
There's definitely distorted images and stereotypes perpetuated from American media.
I think to understand each other and feel empathy, you just gotta be open. Very open-minded, also have an open heart.
People shouldn't look at people through their appearances or through, they should look at people as people.
I think it also comes from social segregation.
Understanding history is really, really important in America. A negative stereotype about a minority group. People don't understand that those have been through history there's been political motivations to promote those particular ideas. They're easy scapegoats for larger systemic issues.
And we're all just struggling to just be represented and be humanized. And we really, really need to start taking away the biases, the stereotypes, and the judgments. And really, if people are willing to start learning and appreciating of each other as humans.
Okay, we're back. So that was the 2019 projects filmed before the pandemic here at the museum and around Queens. And it was a very different time then. And I think before we see the 220 short films that were made, let's hear a little bit from Erika, who participated in that cohort from 2019 and did some of the work with that group in terms of making their own collective documentaries. Erika, would you like to share a little bit about the experience and what you thought about the final product?
Hi, Sara. Thank you. Thank you, ladies. Thank you. I mean, it was a pretty great experience, a beautiful experience. And overall, what the workshop gave me was like a safe space where to share my ideas and interests with people with different backgrounds. And, but we had like one common one, right? Like it was like creating this change, or at least to learn how to. It was like a great start to get involved in this path and what it takes to be in it. And you, Sara, Les, JT, and Victoria was there every Sunday, guiding us through all levels of production, bringing out their artists to teach us, you know, their medium, and also giving us resources to do this work. It was amazing. And it also, like, I met Liz over there, and she gave me the opportunity to volunteer for the for Emerald Isle Immigration Center, which whenever I have a chance, I love to volunteer. And yes, our like main short doc was on intergenerational trauma, which was with B was in the group, Anush and America and I. We all thought it was a great point to bring out, because by then it was like a few years back. We thought it was like, we all kind of like, you know, was like very interested in this kind of topic idea that we wanted to talk about toward short doc. And it was like a very, like, you know, interesting, because we all had like different perspective, and it was just beautiful how we all share our knowledge on this topic and also learn about it at the same time. And yeah, I mean, it was a great experience that I met a lot of people that, you know, until today I still keep in contact with them. It was a good community that we created.
Yeah, it definitely was. I was interested to hear a little bit more about what you said about it being a chance to think about the road that you're on and the stories that you want to tell. Just thinking about that, was there any part or any part of the program that really helped you think through those things, or that was really memorable for you in terms of thinking about the stories that are important to you and how to tell those collectively and find kind of points of intersection and points of connection while still staying true to the things that you believe in?
Definitely, it is still, I mean, I learned a lot from that workshop, and I learned to connect with people too. And in that workshop, and also that workshop taught me how to connect also with other people, like, you know, in other things I've been doing. And definitely more into, you know, I'm right now working for this this show that it's called I'm a Dreamer, and we're basically touching on stories from undocumented people and dreamers that, you know, they're like, we're trying to document their stories in the most authentic way we can, so that others could see that, you know, they have their struggles, but they are also, like, you know, people who fail, people who have dreams. And yes, I don't know if I answered your question.
Yeah, absolutely. And I'm really glad to hear that you're continuing in your journey of filmmaking and videography. Where can we see more of your work and the stuff that you're working on now that you're mentioning? Is there a place we can see that or watch for it?
Yes, definitely. You could find it on YouTube. It's called I'm a Dreamer. I work for CUNY TV, so it's a show from CUNY TV, or you can find it on Facebook too. I'm a Dreamer. It's cool. Yeah.
I'm a Dreamer. Okay, CUNY TV. Excellent. Thank you, Erika.
Welcome, Sara. A pleasure always.
Yeah, it's great to have you here and to hear your thoughts and your reflections. So I think now is it time to have a peek at the 2020 short films that were made?
Let's do it.
Okay. All right, let's see these. These were made in a very different context, but here they are.
Mi nombre es María Guadalupe Ramos San Agustín y vivo aquí en Staten Island, New York. Soy casada, tengo una niña, una hija de 17 años y me vine aquí a Estados Unidos para darle una mejor vida a mi familia. Nosotros tuvimos COVID, afortunadamente estamos bien, no nos dio muy fuerte dentro de lo que cabe. Tengo un grupo de danza folclórica mexicana llamado New Davi. Está integrado por padres e hijos, el cual me ha ayudado mucho a pasar esta pandemia, tanto a mi familia, a mi hija y a mí, y me imagino que también a los demás. Hago voluntariado en el Centro del Inmigrante que está aquí en Staten Island. Durante la pandemia era necesario hacer algo para nuestra misma comunidad y nuestras mismas familias. Entonces se les estuvo ofreciendo todos los sábados comida caliente. También hemos hecho un tributo a las personas que fallecieron por COVID en noviembre, que celebramos nosotros en México el Día de Muertos. Hicimos 1089 calaveras de yeso, que es el número de personas que fallecieron aquí en Staten Island de COVID. Y ahorita estamos haciendo piñatas para donar para Navidad. Esta pandemia sí nos dio fuerte, pero también nos ha unido como comunidad. En el Centro del Inmigrante hacemos diferentes actividades también, ayudando a la comunidad. Hay despensa y pantry los martes y los jueves. También estamos ayudando en las necesidades que van surgiendo con el día a día. Se estuvo ayudando con lo de Green Line, asistiéndolos cómo llenar la aplicación, darles clases de OSHA virtuales. En el medio de la pandemia se les estuvo ayudando con ayuda financiera, diferentes actividades. Ha sido difícil, pero lo hemos logrado, hemos salido adelante y pienso que ha existido una democracia en todo esto porque nosotros hemos elegido, la mayoría hemos elegido cómo servir a nuestra comunidad, cómo ayudarla, y nosotros mismos hemos visto que debemos de tener una democracia para poder ayudarnos los unos a los otros, que no importa de qué religión seamos, que no importa de qué raza, qué cultura, que nosotros mismos podemos hacer la diferencia, que no importa lo que se nos presente, pero si tenemos unión, si tenemos fe, esperanza, podemos salir adelante.
Guantes por allá, golosinas por acá. Yo creo que la gente no toma conciencia de la conservación de la naturaleza, del calentamiento global.
Mi nombre es Clara y bueno, pues yo soy de Perú y tengo ya
más o menos 7 años viviendo en este país.
Nosotros dentro de la vecindad estamos notando una serie de desperdicios que lo arrojan fuera de los contenedores.
A veces las personas agarran y se sacan la máscara y lo tiran al piso, agarran los guantes, los tiran, toman bebidas o pues alimentos que los dejan en los asientos, y esto perjudica al ambiente y a las personas porque vemos que nuestra ciudad se está llenando de roedores, que no es bueno para la comunidad ni para las mismas personas que transitan por las calles y las avenidas o los parques.
Concretamente acá en nuestro edificio, ¿cómo podríamos contribuir? Personalmente, por ejemplo, noto que fuera de los contenedores arrojan las basuras.
Yo creo que tendría que ser llamando a una reunión virtual, ¿no? Hacer afiches, poner dentro del edificio, en los pasadizos o en los ascensores, indicándoles de que los desechos deben de poner a los contenedores.
¿Qué le parece si nos averiguamos los teléfonos de los vecinos y todas estas fotos que tomamos, cómo está el contenedor, se los enviamos y con eso motivamos y creamos una página Zoom para fijar una reunión? ¿Qué le parece esta idea? No sé.
Yo creo, me parece muy buena su idea, ¿no? Y queremos ver el mañana de cómo debería de ser nuestra ciudad, más limpia, más ordenada, menos contaminación, con todas las cosas dentro de su lugar.
Mi nombre es Lucía Castillo. Yo soy de México. Vivo aquí en Manhattan. Tengo 4 hijos. Tendrá como un mes que estoy de voluntaria. Me motivó a ayudar a más familias, a otras madres. Pues ahí vienen todo tipo de personas, sea mayores, sea jóvenes, bueno, o sea, que jóvenes que tengan hijos, ¿ve? Se benefician muchas personas, no es uno en general, sino que diferentes. Y entonces me gustó así ayudar y ahora estoy yendo así los miércoles. Me siento bien porque ayudar a otras personas es algo que uno puede hacer, ¿no?
Ese es el parque de Flushing. Esos son unos paticos. Y vean lo que encontramos acá. Como unos platos plásticos, basura, una rata muerta.
Muchas aves que se han venido cayendo en estas trampas, son las mascarillas que se enredan las paticas y terminan jalando esas mascarillas y enredándose y quedándose atoradas. Y pues eso pasa con las mascarillas, pero pues en el mar pasa muchísimas cosas con bolsas, muchos animales que terminan dañándose a causa de tanta basura. A mí me gustaría que de alguna u otra manera pudiera hacerse algo para limpiar eso.
Una campaña. ¿Cómo
la verdad, qué instituciones
¿Cómo piensa que mejoraría esto?
para poder limpiar eso? Y pues la otra sí también es hacer conciencia a las personas que van a hacer picnic, que van a visitar el parque, para que pues las cosas que lleven pues las recojan.
Pienso que mantener estos lagos libres de basura y de paso ayudar a la naturaleza, a que estos patos viajen sanos, es un granito de arena para que el mundo se sane un poco.
Okay, that was great to see. I would love to hear from Nadia, who took part in the very first cohort of this program. Just a little bit, what did you think about these last films from 2020? Anything different that you noticed from your cohort? I would love to hear your reaction. What did you think?
Yeah, thank you so much, Sarah, and sorry for the inconvenience. Sorry, everyone.
That's fine, all
time.
good.
Thank
Good
you,
to have you here.
Thank you so much. Actually, I worked similar, not the similar, it's about the environment issue, and I went to the Brooklyn Navy Yard, and I took the pictures and videos from that. And in my first cohort, as you mentioned, that I was among of those lucky women who made a documentary with JT. It was really great experience. And now about this, the environment based, the last documentary just I saw, really amazing. And this, it happens with everyone. We go for hangout, picnic. We never care about that. Even even the small wrapper. This is sometimes we realize, oh, this is not my garbage. This is not my trash. This is a very nice habit if you pick up for someone else and try to make a clean and nice thing for other people. This is also, I think, so a good deed, but people don't care. I like this documentary. The people, they have concern, the women, the working, with kids, and they raise very good, the issues, and this is true, and I like it. And every age group I saw that the husband and wife, senior citizen, they were also part of that. And the, woman with having 4 kids, I like it. And JT always, she's amazing. Liz, amazing. And Sara, you are also. And I would like to add one thing more. This is the best networking opportunity. And why I'm telling everyone, because when I came first time in this, right action camera, so I made connection. And this is the workshop. I got a job at MoMI. I met with Sara. And then what happened, there was a one woman, she was attorney, her name was Paula. So this is a funny thing. When I went, when I applied for the green card, and the woman who filed my case, I was suddenly shocked. I saw she was the Paula, and we had a working experience at MoMI, and we did the workshop, and it was really amazing for me. And then I went to the JT, studio, and I saw how the local production houses works. And JT has a lot of training programs, certification for the people who want to learn about the camera, action, editing, and they want to be a documentary maker. So I think so this is a great opportunity for those people who want to learn about how media works, how camera works, and how we will be able to make a documentary. So I think I would like to say thank you to MoMI, thank you to Sara, thank you to Liz, thank you to JT, who gave me the opportunity to be a part of this wonderful program. And I do remember before pandemic, we had an in-house workshop, and there was a Shiri. We did all together. There was an interview session, and she interviewed me. And whenever I get to know that there is another program under the right camera action, I never miss that opportunity. That's why I'm here, and I'm going to share with everyone. Please, if you heard again, there is going to do something from JT or camera action and Sara. They are all amazing women. And basically, you are my mentor. And thank you so much again for having me. And always amazing, a new lesson from this workshop. And thank you so much. And that the part of video just I went through, really amazing. Congratulations, team. Congratulations to JT, Sara again, and as well as to Liz. Thank you, everyone.
Thank you, Nadia.
Thank you so much.
I'm glad you mentioned JT too. We should mention her. JT is the executive director of Third World Newsreel, and always helps out with the program and works alongside with Betty to share a lot of technology, but also technique and strategy. And I love getting to see you, Nadia, getting behind the camera, and editing, doing post-production. What else? Tell us.
No, sorry, I interrupt you, Sara, and everybody. I want to share something about Sara. we are all lucky we are working under Sara, administration, because Sara always give chance. I think so. If I'm here, I'm able to do something because of Sara. Because at that time, if Sara thought, oh, she cannot speak well, even she has a different background, but Sara always encourages women from different background, different races, and this is the amazing thing here. And thank you so much, Sara. And I'm lucky that I'm still working under your supervision, and I would love to stay in touch rest of whole my life. Thank you so much, Sara.
That's so kind. Thank you, Nadia. And
You're welcome.
I can't take that credit, because one of the really cool things that everyone saw about this program is that women from all over the world who've done amazing things come and participate. So like Nadia was and still is a journalist in Pakistan, and just completed master's program at Columbia University in journalism. And just is bringing her story and stories about her people, but also about people here, and people of all different ages, and with many different activist concerns, continuing to bring those to the world. So thank you for making this program really great. And thank you to Erika as well, camera woman from CUNY TV, and also filmmaker in her own right. I think one of the things that makes this program so special is that people come and bring all these amazing stories and desire to just experiment with technology and to try out something different. So if you're in front of the camera, this workshop gives you a chance to get behind the camera, to promote it, but also to work on the team. And somebody said before, it is like a community. And it really does become that. I think we have a couple more to see. Should we see another one now?
Yes, and this is the 2019. There are two more short documentaries that were made in 2019, and you can see the difference. During 2020, it was very challenging because we were working under the lockdown. We were very worried. We didn't have the vaccine yet, so many of our community participants were at home, very isolated. So this workshop was so great to put them together, to share what they are doing in the neighborhoods, and inspire others to do the same. So it was amazing. Thanks a lot to Betty, our teacher, Betty Vasiles.
And Palu too. Palu is another teacher.
Palu, yeah, she's not here today.
Palu Abadia.
See, Betty, that amazingly edit all of these short videos. Our students work with cell phones, and everything was done through Zoom. So it was double, triple challenging. But we made it. I think I'm so proud of the students to see their work, to see all their work, the work that they were doing during the pandemic, helping other people, working in different ways to help the people in need. Yeah, but let's go back again to 2019.
Let's have a look.
Some pieces that Erika Gregorio worked together with her team, and then we want to see another one too. Okay, thank you.
Yeah, let's see them all. Let's put them all one after another.
Okay, thank you.
Okay, let's see them now.
In America, I am always mislabeled as European or white and have to carry maps of my indigenous Near Eastern homeland. I reclaim my identity as a light-skinned woman of color. Another conqueror, Azerbaijan, bulldozed the ancient Armenian Julfa cemetery that my ancestors are buried in and put up a military base. When Azerbaijan started attacking and bombing Artsakh, I joined the Armenian Artsakh freedom struggle that helped free that part of our land. Now I am an Artsakh war veteran and have PTSD and heavy metals in my body. I am in solidarity with all other indigenous peoples who are decolonizing from the damage of genocide, slavery, stolen land, and forced displacement.
And they have nothing, no clothing, no money, nothing. And they have nothing, no clothing, and they have money, no clothing, no money, nothing.
It's a part of history that you don't really learn. I was born in November of 1988, and at 6 weeks of age, we escaped South Vietnam, where my father sailed a fishing boat to the refugee islands of Malaysia. It's a part of history that you don't really learn, where we were the last wave of refugees. We spent 8 months in the refugee camps in Malaysia. It's a part of history that you don't really learn. So after those 8 months, we finally came to the United States, where we had asylum status and slowly integrated. Growing up, we never discussed this history. It's a part of history that you don't really learn. So the more research I've done, the more I realize that this has been a history that's been imprinted on me, but yet I don't really know much about it, and just trying to process it, heal, and also just learn more for future generation.
They were loaded into trucks in a van. Women and children would go in one.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Mami, ¿dónde estás? Mami, 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 ¿dónde estás? Tengo frío, tengo hambre. No quiero estar aquí, quiero ir a mi casa. Mami, ¿dónde estás?
Dream is right there on the other side of that fence. Like, they're going to get there and it's going to be glorious. Many of them hadn't heard about child separation. They hadn't heard about any of these things that were happening in the United States. They just knew that once they crossed, everything would be perfect.
So what's your dream?
Me decía como, por ejemplo, yo soy el ciudadano, yo soy quien tiene los papeles acá, tú no eres nadie aquí, no tienes un estatus legal, entonces si nos divorciamos, te deportan, te regresas para Colombia. Lo aguanté por miedo, porque estaba en este país sola con mi hijo, él era la única persona que yo tenía. Finalmente, cuando no quise más y le dije que quería el divorcio, las cosas se empeoraron. La situación se puso tan tensa, él perdió el control y se lanzó sobre mí como una hiena. Comenzó a estrangularme. Ahí pensé que realmente iba a morir. Mi hijo estaba en casa y lo único que yo podía pensar era que él iba a verme muerta.
Todo consiste y se basa en un tema familiar, un tema de cultura familiar, donde todavía nuestras madres siguen educando a sus hijos bajo criterios de machismo.
En mi familia, con mi padre, pude notar el dominio que ejercía con mi madre, el maltrato físico y emocional. Ahora soy una mujer más consciente. No soy una pendeja, ¿cierto? Ya tengo muy claro qué comportamientos son machismo, ¿sí? E inmediatamente freno esa situación. Y si alguna amiga conocida veo que le está sucediendo algo, me tomo el atrevimiento de decirle, esto que estás viviendo no es normal, no es lo que tienes que vivir. Pues todo pienso yo que en la vida es educación. Y trato de romper el ciclo del machismo enseñándole a mi hijo que ser hombre es tratar a todos con respeto.
Bendito sea Dios que fue hombrecito, porque la mera verdad, pues nosotras las mujeres sufrimos mucho.
En casa teníamos 4 hombres que vivían en la casa, que eran mis tíos. Estaba mi mamá y mi abuela. Y una de las cosas al momento de comer, a mis tíos había que servirle de forma diferente a como se les servían a las mujeres. Ellos tenían que tener cada cosa en un plato diferente y el arroz o espagueti en el plato más grande. Y nosotras las mujeres comíamos todo en un solo plato. Fui viendo el cambio en cuanto a cómo se le atendía el hombre a la mujer cuando vine a los Estados Unidos. Todos comían igual al mismo tiempo y al hombre no se le servía diferente. Yo rompí el ciclo no inculcándole eso a mi hijo y a mis sobrinos, sino enseñándole la importancia de familia y de que siempre nos demos soporte y que al momento de comer todos comemos igual y todos los platos tienen que ser iguales. Si yo regresara al pasado, le podría decir a la niña que tomara tiempo y hablara con la abuela, porque esto inició con la abuela, con mi abuela. Dejarle saber que todos somos familia y tenemos que comer todo de la misma forma. No debe haber diferencia entre hombres y mujeres. Los dos tienen el potencial de superarse y ser buenos seres humanos.
Tienes razón, todos los males nos vienen por las viejas. Ándale, ándale.
Para explicar cómo el machismo ha influido en mi vida y en mi carrera profesional, tendría que empezar por definir el machismo en mis propias palabras. Para mí, el machismo es esta idea de que el hombre es superior, que es más fuerte, más capaz y en general mejor que la mujer para ciertos roles. Estos roles son los mismos que la sociedad ha impuesto, por supuesto una sociedad machista. Yo por ser mujer debo complacer al hombre, yo por ser mujer no puedo viajar sola, yo por ser mujer no puedo hacer ese deporte. Incluso yo por ser mujer no puedo estudiar más.
¿Ves? Esto, una cocina así, es lo que yo llamo la liberación de la mujer.
A mí se me metió en la cabeza la idea de hacer producción de cine y estudié mi major en producción audiovisual. En México el machismo es algo ya muy cultural, con lo que se vive a diario, y en la vida laboral se siguen viendo grandes diferencias en puestos y salarios por ser hombre o por ser mujer. Cuando llegué a la ciudad de Nueva York me encontré con una sociedad muy diferente, mucho más abierta, y esto me impulsó para dedicarme de lleno a la producción de cine y de video. Aunque aún sigue habiendo un gap profesional enorme entre el hombre y la mujer en la industria cinematográfica, veo como poco a poco las puertas se van abriendo y hay más posibilidades para las mujeres dedicadas a este hermoso arte. Debemos seguir haciendo lo que nos gusta, tener esa libertad de elegir, romper con los estereotipos y con los roles sociales y atrevernos a desafiar a quienes nos dicen que no se puede o no se debe. Al menos esa ha sido mi estrategia para romper con el ciclo del machismo y creo que hasta el momento me ha funcionado.
¿Quieres ayudarme a que ya nunca más se nos vuelva a perder?
Lo que tú ordenes, Felipe.
No, como tú quieras.
Es que no comprendes que ya aprendí a obedecer.
Margarita.
El machismo se ha manifestado culturalmente durante toda mi vida hasta hoy, a través de la familia, a través de la religión. Siento que estamos adoctrinadas y educados por todos los flancos, desde que nacemos con los roles que la mujer erróneamente debería aceptar. Tengo muchos ejemplos del machismo en mi vida. Uno de los primeros es observar a las mujeres de mi familia sirviendo a los hombres, lavarle, plancharle, servirle la comida, cocinarle, como que es un deber de la mujer servir al papá, al hermano o hasta al vecino, y las mujeres aceptando eso. ¿Te acuerdas en Cuenca?
I was very upset when we took this picture. It was a really sexist place, and it wasn't very easy for me because you raised me to have opinions and to never be afraid to say what was on my mind. I mean, there were lots of things that I hadn't experienced before in like the flesh. Like these are things that you deal with here on a lower level. Like there's microaggressions. And obviously like within the Hispanic community that we grew up in, there were a lot of sexist issues. And there were a lot of misogynist issues, but not to that extent. Because I think that in the context of the broader culture that we have here, we do have better bases to fight against those things.
Todos los seres humanos somos iguales y todos los seres humanos tenemos los mismos derechos y las mismas responsabilidades para vivir en familia, con armonía, con paz y amor y compasión como debería ser.
Thank you so much for sharing those. I loved seeing Blanquita speaking her truths and everyone sharing all these very personal stories because they believe in change and they believe in telling the stories that still haven't been told. So thank you to all the filmmakers, the student filmmakers and the filmmakers like Betty who were great mentors and helped people really come forward and share things even when they were difficult to share and interview grandmothers and mothers and friends. I think the work here is really, really unique because we're not seeing these stories in the news and we need to support them more and look for other stories that we can continue to listen to and continue to support. Is there any other comments or any other final
Yes, I think Erika
reflections?
Yes. Yeah, she worked in one of these short movies.
Yeah, I worked in the first one. I had the opportunity and chance to work in the first one. It was such a great experience just because I was learning that this trauma had a name, right? It was something that it passes along. It could pass along generations, and it was such a mind blowing for me. And so back then it was just happening that there were like it was kind of the beginning of like this camps that were separating kids, and we wanted to talk on this because Anush also had her own experience and V also had an experience. So for us it was a great opportunity to bring this issue into screen, and it gave me the possibility to meet Kelly, this other organization and this other people that I will love to document in the near future. And,
I loved how I remember you were talking through all the process of like how to tell these three very different stories and what to find in common with them, like finding a common thread. And I loved how you resolved that with the collage and the lighting and superimposing the images and the water and then the echoing voice too. I was really happy to see all the poetic language that you put there into the visuals.
I gotta say my thanks to JT, who was the one who edited, and I was like, oh my god, she did such a wonderful job putting it. I mean, her team putting it like all together. It's just amazing. It's just amazing how it all worked out and how smoothly it went from Anush to to every story, and it's just like it's this whole just one point, one idea, but it's shared like from a different perspective.
Yeah, that was hard work to tie it all together, but I was really impressed to see the kind of image language that you created together and brought together from your source material, your memories, the old photos, and then the new footage and the things going on in the news that you brought in too.
Thank you. I really appreciate that. The workshop. I mean, like I met so many people and like created a community with people that share the same vision. It's really amazing. Thank you, Sara, Liz, Third World Newsreel. Thank you.
I want to echo Erica and just like thank you guys for putting this together. Thank the Queen's Council of the Arts for bringing and making this possible. It's an honor for us as filmmakers to come and just be able to like plant this spark that's already in. I mean, it's clear that every single person that we work with has a story that they want to tell. So it's such an honor to be able to get that out and to be able to like create those connections and then to see the fruits of that. So thank you. And just this also just shows like, our heroes are our everyday people. Los inmigrantes que estamos aquí, those are our heroes, and those are the stories that we need to celebrate and continue to share.
Thank you, Betty. I agree 1000%. And thank you for lending your voice and your expertise to this program. I think it was great for people just experimenting or coming from a different area of film and media to meet you and see the work that you have been creating over the years. And I hope we get to show some more of your work on the big screen here at MoMI.
Thank you, Sara. Appreciate you. You can always count on me. This work gives us life, this is what it's about, sharing the craft and continuing to have more media makers that can tell their own stories. So thank you.
And creating this powerful community.
Yeah, we need support to tell our own stories, but I love that. I think something that we saw here is people really crafting and creating their own narrative and kind of taking it back sometimes from the things that others have said about them or the way that we've been portrayed in the news as well. So I'm really, really grateful for all the bravery that it took to step forward and create your own story or tell stories about the people that matter to you. Yes, reclaiming our identities and stories.
Yes, and I like to invite my colleague Juan Carlos Guerrero to join the conversation too. He works with me at Emerald Isle Immigration Center, and all of these years working under the healthcare program, supporting people to get access to affordable healthcare. Juan, I don't know if it's possible for him to share his screen.
Yeah, thank you, Liz. I think I'm able to share my screen. So, so first of all, thank you again, Liz, for this opportunity, and thank you, Sara. Thank you to the Museum of Moving Image, to Third World Newsreel, and this this great initiative that it's been around for a few years already. And of course, many thanks to Queen's Council on the Arts for the opportunity to continue with this great initiative. So my name is Juan Carlos Guerrero, and I'm the Bilingual Program Manager at the Emerald Isle Immigration Center. So my role is to manage the healthcare advocacy programs in the community. So we work with our immigrant communities in the city, particularly in Queens and in the Bronx. So, thank you, Liz, for the opportunity. It just I'm the main role, or my main role right now, it's just to ask you to help us spread the word regarding COVID-19 vaccines. So I'm just gonna share my screen for a moment. Just let me know if you're able to see it. Are you able to see?
Yep, great.
Okay, thank you, Sara. So basically, our what we would like to say now and ask you is to spread the word for individuals who haven't been vaccinated yet to get vaccinated. So, so this is a program. New York City is it's constantly reminding everyone of the importance of getting the COVID-19 vaccine. So right now, again, help us spread the word. So basically, as you probably know, all New Yorkers 12 and older can get the COVID-19 vaccine right now. So very important to know that your immigration status does not matter when you schedule an appointment, when you get the vaccine, and you do not need health insurance. Very important. Some individuals may be hesitant because they may not have insurance, or they might think that they may ask questions regarding their immigration status. You have nothing to worry about. Your immigration status does not matter, and you don't need health insurance. And right now, many vaccination sites in the city no longer require appointments. So you can just, look up a vaccination site and you can just walk up. And very important to learn more about where to find a site. You can go to nyc.gov/vaccine finder, or you can contact, if you don't have access to the internet, you can also contact 1-877-829-4692. Also, it's very important, if you or someone you know needs a reasonable accommodation to get the COVID-19 vaccine, you can request it. You can set it up when you make the appointment. Again, you can go to nyc.gov/vax for NYC, or you can call 855-491-2667 in case you don't have access to the internet. And basically, accommodations can include a wheelchair, interpretation services, or a quiet place. Also, very important to request free transportation to and from a vaccination appointment for city residents who are 65 and older, as well as for those with disabilities who have no other way to get to a vaccine site. You can call 855-491-2667 to request free transportation. And we've been working very closely with the community to get the word out. So right now in New York City, there is a referral program. So we're asking people to protect yourself and support your community. So if you get vaccinated at a New York City run site, you can also select us, the Emerald Isle Immigration Center, as the sponsor, the organization that refer you to get vaccinated. And our organization will receive a bonus, $100. So it's an easy win-win. So basically, we as a nonprofit organization, we can use this extra funding to continue our programs to advocate for healthcare access. So again, you should make your referral when you schedule an appointment at the site, nyc.gov/vax for NYC, or walk up to any NYC run site. And basically, when you make the appointment online for your COVID-19 vaccine, under the personal information, when you fill out the appointment, you'll be asked if you had been referred by a community organization about the COVID-19 vaccine. So you will select yes. And then if you just type maybe Emerald, it'll pop up Emerald Isle Immigration Center. And you can select that as the organization who refer you to get your COVID-19 vaccine. And again, you in the next few days, if you haven't already seen it, you'll see on social media lots of information ads regarding these referral programs. So you can actually, you're not only protecting yourself, but you're also supporting your community and community organizations that advocate for your rights, especially healthcare rights. And again, New York City is coming back strong with the COVID-19 vaccines. So again, please help us spread the word. Thank you very much. If you have any questions, I'm here. Thank you again, Liz. Thank you, Sara.
Thank you. It was great to hear your message, and also wanted to just tell everyone too, if you want to follow Erika's work, you can find the videography she's doing on Facebook at Dreamer Soy. Is that right, Erika? Okay, and
yeah,
also
right. Sorry, I was muted.
Okay, so on Facebook /Dreamer Soy, you can follow the work that you're working on with continuing to share stories. And as Juan Carlos said too, you feel free to reach out to Emerald Isle if you are not sure where to get the vaccine, or you have questions about accommodations or other services. They provide so many services ranging from English to helping people just get in touch with all the things that are available in this city that you really don't it doesn't depend on your immigration status to get them. And I'm just really grateful to be able to be here today presenting and celebrating this great program with all these great activists that are here continuing and coming back strong, as Juan Carlos said, and continuing to bring arts and culture to our city.
Thank you, Sara. Thank you. And thank you, Leonardo, too, to facilitate all of this screening. Leonardo from MoMI. Thank you.
Thank you, Leonardo, for being our tech help. And also anyone who is interested in this program, please check out Emerald Isle website, and we're going to be shouting it out too. We're going to hold another one of these. It's going to be on site again at the museum. It's also funded again by Queens Council for the Arts. So please be on the lookout for that. If you want to create and learn how to create your own films and tell your own stories, this is a great place to do it. All right. Thanks, everybody. I think we